Hi, welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've been here before. My voice is here and there because I'm recovering from a night out, and my eczema is also flaring up on my face. My hair also needs a wash. But we're here to talk about books, so I'm feeling good. I'm feeling better than I sound. I did also burn myself frying chips. So that's my update about me and why I sound like this. But it's a new month, so we get to pick a new TBR. Yay! Okay, so I'm literally in the mood to read anything, so I'm gonna use a number generator to pick my TBR because also it adds a little bit of spice to the TBR rather than me just telling you what I've picked. I have picked a few that I do want to get to, but other than that, like, I received new books for my birthday. I also went book shopping, which the book haul is on the channel if you want to see that. So there's so many new books that I could pick from, and then also I already own just so many. I'm not going to give you a number. So I'm just going to let the number generator pick for me because there's too many to pick from and I want to read all of them, so yeah. But I'll just show you the ones that I have picked for myself. So Arabella, this was on my my voice, this was on my April TBR for spring. It's still spring and I didn't get to this, so I really want to read it, and so I'm transferring it to my May TBR because I really want to read this. And then also Emily Wilde's Map of the Other Lands, because I read the first one a couple months ago. It was definitely this year, I can't remember. I think it was January actually. And my brother got me the second one for my birthday, so I'm really excited to read this while the first one is like still fresh in my head as well. I don't want to leave too big of a gap, so I need to get to this as quickly as possible. And then The Survivor Wants to Die at the End. Bro, I don't think I'm ready for this, but also like I am so excited to read it, but I know it's gonna make me cry. But I've been waiting for this. I'm so excited to read it, but also so scared. If you don't know the series, it is called They Both Die at the End. Sorry, someone is messaging me. The series is called They Both Die at the End, and it's the first one is, I just love it so much. The second one I enjoyed, but because it is I found it a little bit repetitive of the first one, so I gave that one only 4 stars. The first one 5 stars, second one 4 stars, and now we have this one, and like, yeah, again, like 4 stars are still good, so I still really enjoyed the second one, and now we have this one, and I know I'm just gonna cry again because I cried with both the first and the second, and Adam Silvera's writing just hits every single time and makes what's already emotionally traumatizing even more emotionally traumatizing. So I'm ready to get emotionally traumatized again. Also, look at this. I'm so excited for this. And then of course, watch me just, no words, just describe how excited I am for this. Okay, this one's from the spin-off from the Heyyyy series, which I love, and I'm so excited. This is about the younger brother of a character in the Heyyyy series, and this focuses on him. He's called James, and I'm really excited. Okay, if you want a better description of this, check on my book haul, but I just want to pick my TBR today, so okay. So they're the ones that I've picked for me and why. So let's get to the number generator. I'm literally just using the Google one. Ignore the amount of tabs that is open. Yeah, so I've got 1 to 5 on here. Ignore that 6. That was just like up when I searched it. 1 to 5 is on there because the first shelf is 5 shelves, and I'm gonna pick one of the shelves on the entire bookshelf, and then I'll count the number of books and pick the book in the number. Does that make sense? I'm really good at explaining things. Okay, so I will say this shelf is a fantasy series, and I don't know if I want to start a new series because I kind of want to like finish ones I'm on, so I might just ignore my own rules and skip what this lands on. But yeah, we'll see. That will literally only be because I don't want to start a new series. So yeah, okay, 1 to 5. Let's see. 1. Okay, so 1 is, yeah. Okay, so 1 has series on it. Wait, because I haven't decided, because there's ones I've read on there, but obviously, yeah, don't include the ones I've read. Okay, so I'll take you with me. This is the first shelf. That's the one we landed on. So I'm gonna count the ones I haven't read, but for series, I should only count the first book, really. Yeah, okay. I'm so prepared for this. 1, I've read those. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then go 10, 11. Okay, so if it lands on any of the middle numbers, then we're okay because none of them are a series. So we've got 1 to 11. 1 to 11. Okay, are you ready? Let's go. 5. Okay, now we count 5. This is so fun. It's like a little surprise of what I'm going to be reading. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once Upon a Dream by Liz Preswell, which isn't part of a series. It is in a box set, but it's not a series. Of course, it's the middle one. You know what? That actually wasn't that hard. Yeah, so this is one of the Disney Twisted Tales. I'm not sure. Yeah, this is Sleeping Beauty. Okay. And the tagline is, what if the Sleeping Beauty never woke up? I have a few of these and I've never read any of them. So, you know what? I'm actually really excited to try one of these because I wanted to try them for ages. I think I've owned this specific box set since probably like 2011, 2012. I don't know. When did these come out? For a good several years, definitely. Oh. I've owned this specific box set since probably like 2011, 2012. This edition was published in 2017. Maybe I'm getting confused. Ignore what I said. I've owned these since 2017, 2018. Why did I think I've owned them that long? I swear I got these in high school though. Okay, so I've wanted to read these for years, since 2017. How many years ago is that? Wait, 2017 was 8 years ago? Bro, what? Okay, so generally I have wanted to read these for a very long time, and I'm excited to try one. Okay. That's that one. Now we can go to this shelf that you're on, so we'll switch you around. You like that for now. That's not gonna be a good angle. Probably there, because we'll just see what one it's gonna be first. So on this one we have 1, 2, 3 shelves. I'm not counting the bottom shelves on these because they have like random books on them. So like, for example, The Grimoire of Wicked, which is just all about the stage show, really. Like, yeah, random books and stuff. And the Ghost book. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So this one has 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1 to 3. I can't. Okay, 3. So the problem is I've read most of the ones on 3 because it has my Harry Potter, Percy Jackson, and then it does also have the Shadowhunters, which I know I definitely don't want to read. So that's that end. Yeah, so it's literally just the ones on this end that it'll be between, which does include 1, 2, 3, 4, which I have read. So this is going to be between 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But number 5 is The Wolf Den, which is a series, so I don't want it to be that one. Maybe I should just do 1 to 4. It's my TBR. I'm going to do 1 to 4. If you want to know what they are, because there's only 4, so I'll tell you. I'll show you. So the ones I haven't read. Clytemnestra. Did I say that right? Clytemnestra. Ariadne, Circe, and Law. And then I have also not read The Wolf Den, but I don't want to include it because it's my TBR and I don't want a series. I just know that I wouldn't read that, so there's no point even putting it on there, you know? So we got 1 to 4, and here we go. I'll generate 1. 1 is Clytemnestra. Okay, this one. Do I want to read this? Of course I want to read it. Do I want to read it right now? Yeah, I think it'll be good. So obviously this is a Clytemnestra retelling Greek mythology. I do love Greek mythology. That's Clytemnestra. I don't know if I'll read this one, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I do love Greek mythology, and this is obviously a Clytemnestra retelling. And I do really want to read it. Also, this is a signed edition, I think. Yeah. Why did I say yeah like that? Yeah. See? I do really want to read it. I don't know how I'm feeling about it though. But we'll put it on there. How can we go back to being friends? Oh, you know what? Now I'm looking at this. I do really want to read this. Wherever you've gone. No, we're going by the number generator. Put you back on there. Okay, so that's both of these shelves. Now we'll move over to the romance / YA contemporary shelf. So like this is also, because my shelves are split between genre, this is also giving me a mix of genres, which I like to do anyway. Okay, so for this one we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 shelves that I will use because again the bottom one is just like big books. So 1 to 5. There's the generate button one. This is, I'm just showing you so you know I'm only clicking it once. Did I click that? Yeah. So 1. But I feel, because like what we just had 1. Did I definitely click it? I don't know if I clicked it. I'm gonna check. It doesn't look like I clicked it properly. So I am gonna do it again. But I know I was just saying, I'm showing you so you know that I'm only clicking it once and not changing it. But this time I'm changing it because I don't think I clicked it right. Okay. So this time I'm gonna make sure that I click it. Okay, 5. Which is 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 is my Mina Lima shelf. Obviously I won't include those. They're the Harry Potters, which I've read. I have read a few of these, so it'll obviously be between the ones I haven't read. So that will be The Wizard of Oz, but I have a different edition of The Wizard of Oz as well. Anyway, we'll include it because I haven't read it. The Wizard of Oz, Peter Pan, Pinocchio, Beauty and the Beast, and Snow White. So that'll be 1, 2. Did I say the Jungle Book? Anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 to 6. Generate. Make sure I click it. 6. Okay. So that would be Snow White because it was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have Snow White and Other Grimm's Fairy Tales, which, you know what, I love these editions so much. So like, I'm so excited to flip through a new one. Also, I would actually love to know like the original Grimm's Fairy Tales, read them in their originality. So this is exciting. Oh, look at it, it's so pretty. So obviously this is all different stories by the Brothers Grimm, including Snow White. Which I did want to read like a short story collection kind of thing, because that's why I wanted to read the Of Beauties and Beasts, or whatever it's called. Yeah, Beast and Beauty over there. So now we have one that's been picked for me. Okay, so now we'll be doing shelves in the hallway, but I don't like filming in front of people, so we'll do it like silently. Six shelves. 1. On that first shelf, there was 39 unread. Okay. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. I definitely clicked it that time. Hey, Gypsy, did you get hot outside? Okay. Ooh. So out there we picked up the Christie Affair and Crazy River. So we have, this is a non-fiction like travel writing piece, and then this is like, it's a historical fiction with like a mystery. I don't know if it's the thriller, I think it was more like lit fic, maybe like a mystery that's set in the past, and it's kind of like to do with Agatha Christie, which is why it's called the Christie Affair. And I remember I picked this up as soon as it was released in paperback because I was really excited for it. I still haven't read it, so that was a good pick. And this one, again, I've had for a long time, like a lot of the books on my shelves. But while I was picking this up, I also remembered I bought a non-fiction that I really wanted to read, and it's just come out, and I forgot to include it at the beginning with the other books that I really want to read. So there was like these were new releases, and then there was also another new release that I really want to read straight away, and it was The Eyes of Gaza, and I picked it up like straight away because I really wanted to read it, and I forgot to put it in the beginning, so I'm telling you now that I did also pick this one up while I was out there. I think I just forgot that I'd picked it up because when I was picking the books out for myself at the beginning of this video, I just forgot I had shelves in the hallway. I think, I don't know, I just forgot. I just picked the ones that were in my room. Anyway, there's also that one. So, is that a dead spider? Bro, can you see that? No, it's too blurry, but poor little thing. If this was alive, I would not be holding it, but still, poor little thing. I'll put it in the bin in a minute. So that is my May TBR. I'm really excited for it, actually. There's so many here that I want to read. Wait. You know what? We didn't get a romance. So I'm going to pick a romance because I forgot I bought this and I really want to read it. Butcher and Blackbird. So I have just added another one by myself. Like I said, I'm in the mood to read anything, but also the ones that I picked. Okay, let's just run through them. I am not going to read all of these. I am not going to read all of these. Where's the Mina Lima one? It's over there. Let me get it. Okay. Also, this doesn't include books on my Kindle that I'll read because with my Kindle, I just kind of read what I'm in the mood for in the moment. So, like, I'll pick it up and I'll just click a random book that I'm feeling. So, yeah. Also, anything I read on my Kindle is included. But I can't tell you what that'll be. Anyway, let's just run through these. I have Snow White and Other Grimm's Fairy Tales by the Brothers Grimm. I think it's gonna be fun. They've got like little short stories with little flap things. Look at it. It's like a little frog. Yeah, I think this is gonna be really fun and I'm generally so excited to read this. And then we have Clytemnestra by Constanza Casati. I hope that's how you say that. This is a Greek mythology retelling of Clytemnestra, obviously, and generally I think this is going to be really good, and now that I'm like looking at it more, I'm more excited to read it. Yeah, so then we have that. And then we have Once Upon a Dream by, who is this by? Liz Braswell, which is another retelling, not a Greek mythology retelling, but another retelling. This is What If the Sleeping Beauty Never Woke Up? So it's like a twisted Disney tale is what they're called. Yeah. And then we have Crazy River by Richard Grant. This is a non-fiction travel writing piece. Where does he go? So this is of his encounters while he was in Africa. Dodging bullets and crocodiles, going through swamps, you know, just his time traveling. And I think that'll be really cool and fun because I love traveling. So yeah, okay. Then we have The Christie Affair by Nina de Gramont. This is a mystery / historical fiction kind of piece based on like Agatha Christie. Yeah. So it literally stars Agatha Christie, and it's about her disappearance, which I think is going to be really interesting to see, like a little fun twist on that and this interpretation of it, because I'm pretty sure that's a thing that actually happened. Let me double check. Yeah, so it's literally of when Agatha Christie disappeared, and this is like a fictional story of that around what happened and stuff. I think that's gonna be really cool. I haven't read many original Agatha Christie stories, but I really want to. I loved Murder on the Orient Express particularly, and also like with her disappearance and everything. I think it's gonna be really cool looking into that. And then we have Emily Wilde's Map of the Other Lands by Heather Fawcett. This is the sequel to Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies, which I really enjoyed. Read in January. Really want to get to the next one while the first one's still in my head. It's just about this scholar, Emily Wilde, who goes around documenting different sightings of fairies, of fae, like different creatures and stuff. I'm not sure how this one differs much. Because, like, yeah, I know that part, but I can't say that part because that spoils the first one. Yeah, so they go on like a new adventure, the two characters, because there's another character in the first one that you meet, and they're traveling together, and then in this one they're traveling again to a different place for a different reason that I can't tell you. But yeah, really excited for that. I'm gonna be honest with you, I forgot that happened, and now I'm really even more excited because now I remember. Before I would have read it, I would have gone into like would have reminded myself anyway, but yeah, okay. And then we have Arabella by Georgette Hare. So this is like people compare it to like Pride and Prejudice, like Elizabeth and Darcy, and it's just set in the Regency era, just like a little romance set in that time period. I think it's gonna be fun. Also, it's still spring, so that screams springy to me. So we have the one I just picked for myself, Butcher and Blackbird by Bryn Weaver. This is a dark rom-com. The two main characters are like serial killers, and they're in this like game of hunting, and then they obviously like fall in love and stuff. And I think it's gonna be really interesting, really fun. I think it's just gonna be a fun time. And then we have The Eyes of Gaza, which is a non-fiction. It's written by a young woman who is telling the story of her living in Gaza during everything that's going on during Israel's invasion, and I think it's going to be like a really sad but interesting, and like hearing the stories of what's going on there from someone who's actually living through it, I think is going to be really interesting and important. Did I already use that word? Yeah, you get what I'm saying. It's gonna be good but sad. And then we have Watch Me, which just so excited. This is set, I think, about 10 years after the last time I talked about this for my book haul video. I'm pretty sure it was 10 years. Yeah, 10 years after the events of the Shatter Me series. Can't tell you much without spoiling that one, but we're now following Warner's younger brother. Warner's one of the main characters in the Shatter Me series. His younger brother James, we're following him, and he's now trying to do something that I can't tell you. But yeah, it's good. And there's a romance, like an enemies to lovers romance. I think it's gonna be really fun. So excited for this. And then we have The Survivor Wants to Die at the End by Adam Silvera. This is going to hurt me, but I'm excited. So if you don't know what the Both Die at the End universe is about, basically there's this thing called Deathcast, and they call you when it's the day you're going to die. So obviously They Both Die at the End was about two people who received the call on the end day by Deathcast, and then you follow the story of like how will they make it through. And then the next one is The First to Die at the End. I'm sure it was called, yeah, The First to Die at the End. And then you have this one, which is The Survivor Wants to Die at the End. And I'm pretty sure this one is about someone who wants to receive their phone call, but they keep not receiving it. That's why it's called The Survivor Wants to Die at the End. And that's going to be sad, but heavy trigger warnings on multiple things for this one, but I'm so excited to read it. Anyway, yeah, so that's my May TBR, partly decided by me, partly decided by a number generator, and I'm really excited for it. Got a mix of genres, which I love. Yeah, and then also anything I decide to read on my Kindle. Honestly, how many did I pick for myself? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 I picked for myself, and we could have just left it at that because I'm not reading more than 6 books a month at the moment, but I had fun doing this and now I have more options. So that's my May TBR. If you read any of these, let me know your opinions on them, or let me know your May TBR, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Bye.